Every 2 years, the US Pacific Command hosts navies from dozens of countries. In 2014 and 2016, China was invited and conducted exercises alongside the US and many other nations. It has built relationships and understanding. The decision to pull Beijing's invite came as China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi was in Washington.
The
Pentagon's decision, or disinvitation of Chinese military in the RIMPAC exercise, we find to be a very unconstructive move.
Foreign Minister Wang and Secretary Pompeo also talked about the planned summit between US President Donald Trump and the Democratic People's Republic of Korea leader Kim Jong-un, scheduled to take place in less than 3 weeks. Pompeo expressed hope that the summit will take place, but doubts remain. And Wang Yi said the US must take Pyongyang's security guarantees into account.
We're still working, driving towards the date. I hope that it takes place. What I can say for sure is our team is preparing up and down. The administration, president will absolutely be prepared for the meeting as well.
We believe that in achieving the process, or the goal of denuclearization, it is necessary to address the legitimate security concerns of the DPRK. And I told our U.S. colleagues that if you want to solve the problem, now is the time. If you want peace, now is the time. If you want to make history, now is the time.
Trade was also discussed ahead of US Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross's visit to Beijing next week. No details on any potential deals were given, and both diplomats addressed the strange case of a US government employee based in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou, reportedly suffering a brain injury after hearing abnormal sounds. The US State Department says it's similar to cases reported in Havana, Cuba, more than a year ago. Both nations say they are investigating. Despite the growing tensions in the China-US relationship, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said his conversations with Foreign Minister Wang Yi were, quote, wonderful. Now, while that may be diplomatic license, the US is stressing how helpful Beijing has been in getting the DPRK-US summit on track. But for many other issues, from trade to tensions in the South China Sea, the US and China seem to be drifting apart. Nathan King, CGTN, Washington.